Hey, what's up? It's DJ. Today we have a handful of new mods to take a look at for Farm Sim 25. In total, 24 mods were released. They are all new, and they are all for all platforms. If you like staying updated with all the latest new mods in Farming Simulator 25, make sure you subscribe, and let's do it. Starting off today with, well, the only things that we've got new for all platforms, and the pack of Balers with Windrows from Hispano-modding is finally here. We have 7 balers. You got your Massey Ferguson and Little One, the K-branded square baler, the Kloss, Big Massey Ferguson, and Finn, and both Krone balers with the Bale Collect or without. All of these have exactly the same setups and options when it comes to the windrow at the front. You've got a 10-meter version. You've also got the 12-meter, which is foldable and extendable, the 16 as well, and a 20. All of them are exactly the same. You also have your working lights. You've got your square bale twine. Oh, that's in the baler. Well, colors are the same for sure. Let's go ahead and check those out. So you've got your main color. This is going to change up the main color of the windrow itself, not the baler. It's not going to be changing that. And then we go into design color, and that's going to change everything on the inside of it. So we change that up to purple. You can see everything that's pink is your main, and purple is your design. As mentioned, this is going to be exactly the same for all of these. So imagine, all right, well, I've got a Fent farm, so I'll use the Fent one. Well, you can choose the 10, 12, 16, or 20-meter version of your windrow, and that is really it. It's the only thing you have to think about. Which one are you going to go with? I will say, keep in mind that the base game is 9 meters set for doing doing contracts. However, you cannot use this for contracts, so it's not going to be much good. I mean, you can use it. The baler still works, just the windrow doesn't work. So don't be buying this mod or this in your game to be used for contracts to make them easier. This should be used for making things easier on your farm, and boy does it. Let's get a hold of a couple of these. I think what I'm gonna do is go for the Massey baby baler, and then maybe we'll show off the big Krone, maybe with the Bale Collect. When you get these, I also recommend using a pretty decent sized weight, as they are pretty heavy on the back. Remember, you've got a massive windrow on there. Also, when you're going through selecting which one you want, you are going to have different power requirements depending on the width of your windrow, so make sure you pay attention to that. All right, so let's have some fun with it. I've got a field over here that is being harvested by a John Deere with a Kloss header on it, and what I've got here is I've got some straw to pick up. Now, if you want to hit dead center with this, just taking a quick look at the header that I've got this guy, the 6.2 meter Kloss Vario on there. So I'm gonna set my working width not to 10 meters, but to 12.4. When I do this, it is going to set me up right smack dab in the middle of both of these windrows, so I can pick up all of it. Now, of course, that's just being used with the GPS system. However, if you're going to be using this in a, I don't know, in a use case kind of like this, probably going to be beneficial that you use it this way. Plus, using GPS is nice. You can use it however you want. There's nothing wrong with that. It will not work with workers, so do not expect this to work with workers. It is not magic, as I say, but it is pretty darn cool. We do have a lot more ways to use this in the game now than we did in Farming Simulator 22. This is a returning mod. Also, sometimes it'll miss a little bit. Mine isn't, because I actually have a mod that allows my baler to pick up a little bit wider than it should. However, you may find that with big swaths, you are overloading the intake of the baler. That is just a feature. That is just something that happens. It would happen in real life too. So just a quick heads up through there. But yeah, here you go. You guys can see how the Massey is being used, or anything for that matter, to pick up multiple swaths of straw. And I want to show you guys kind of something on the other end of the spectrum here. This is the 20-meter pickup of the Krone with the Easy Collect on the back. I'm using the Giants mod, the Kloss 960X. It is super early in the morning. I'm still waking up. I do apologize. I woke up to a message from Mr. Silly P. There's mods! Go, go, go! And we're rocking and rolling today, baby. Let's rock. So I'm going to be using 180 centimeter square bales just to kind of show you guys how all this is going to work. With this, you can use a 20-meter pickup and you'll be good to go. because I got a full field of grass ready to partay. Let's go one headland. I don't think we need to run two with this. Are you ready? Set. Go. Oh, yeah. Pretty slow, I'll be honest with you. It does require a lot of power. I think this one's 360 or 350. Maybe it's just 300, something like that. It's quite ridiculous as far as the power goes. So I definitely recommend using a tractor with some big boy engine in the front. But yeah, it's going to work just fine. It'll pick it all up. Once it picks it all up, it'll kick it onto the back. This is actually why I'm using the small bales, just so we can make them quickly. Also, if you've never used this before, it's pretty sweet. Puts one bale to the right, and it'll kick another one off to the left, and then it'll put one right in the middle, and it'll drop all three at the same time. Sometimes one of the bales drops a little bit differently than the others, but there you go. Ha-ha. And now we make our turn, and we keep going. Yay! This is super useful for big grass fields like this, where you mow it, and maybe you forgot to turn off the wide spreading on the crone. Maybe you've mowed it like this on purpose. It just gives you another way to do this. By the way, this is not quite as unrealistic as you may think. These exist in real life. There's a company that makes these, or maybe multiple companies that make these. I know that Hispanomodding has modeled these after a specific one. I just don't know which one. I know on his Facebook page he showed off a lot of that stuff, so if you want to, you guys can check that out. Nonetheless, there you go. The pack of balers with windrows. They're here, super awesome, very excited. Finally, I feel like I've been using these for a month now on my Riverbend series, and well, they haven't been out yet, so I quit using it. But now it's back. Party, baby, let's go. Our next mod is from Schultz Modding, and it is the portable sleep trigger. However, one quick note, things have changed from Farming Simulator 22 to 25. You may remember this was in 22. You can pick it up, move it around, put it in the back of your truck, and be good to go. But there's a reason I have a telehandler over there, because that is not the way it is anymore. Quick reference, this can be found in Placeables and in farmhouses. Right here it is. 50 bucks will get it for you. You can see I do have a hand tool here, but I cannot pick it up. I'm technically picking it up right now. I have to come back over and click drop. This cannot be picked up by hand. I believe Schultz Modding still wanted to get something like this out, so he still brought it. And it can be moved with Pallet forks, things like that. If you've got anything with front loader option on there, it doesn't weigh anything, so at least there's that. It's super lightweight, and he's made it where the collisions work perfect for this. Now, how would this be useful to you? There we go, got it. Hey, that was pretty cool. This could be very useful to you guys if you are doing some work out in the woods, or maybe you need a trigger somewhere. This could be super useful for that. You really don't need to use it for sleeping as much. You could use it for other things. So if you wanted to buy one of these and put it way out somewhere out here, well, you can. You can put it wherever you want, as long as the land is owned by you. That freaked me out there just for a second. You can put it anywhere that you own. So then all you need to do is find it. I'm on top of it, aren't I? Oh, it doesn't have a thing in the menu. Oh, there's that, I guess, too. Before we pick this thing up, one note, it does not show up on your map, or at least it's not showing up on my map right now. I've got everything enabled, so it should be there. However, it is not. I will pass that over to Schultz. I'm sure there's a reason for it. The thing is, because it's movable, it can go anywhere, and in Farming Simulator, I don't believe you can have movable triggers. So that's probably why it doesn't have anything. But you can pick it up with anything that's got forks or anything like that and move it where you want to and then put it back down. Now, I'm on PC and I still can't pick this thing up. I have tried enabling super strength. There you go, super strength enabled. And at the top you can see it says drop object. All right. It just doesn't work. Things have been changed with Farming Simulator 25 with the code. So in order to get something that's even remotely portable out for all platforms, he had to do it this way. I don't know if it could be done any different for PC, to be completely honest with you. One nice thing is you could pick this up and put it on the back of a truck or put it in a trailer, put it somewhere where you can move it around, and that makes things really nice. If we come up to it, we got a couple different things here. So if we pull forward just a bit, here we go. We've got sleepy time, and if I can figure out where the sleep trigger is, there we go. It's on the other side. If I could just hit it, I'm an idiot. I apologize. So there you go. So the front of the bag is going to be the wardrobe. The back of the bag is going to be the sleepy time. At least I think so. Kind of looks like the same on both sides. Nonetheless, you may have to have your help window pulled up for that. So there you go. That is your portable sleep trigger from Schultz Modding. Also, when you're ready to delete it, just go into your menu and click delete. Also, wherever you place this down, if you leave the game and come back, it will be back where you put it. So put it somewhere where you remember. Next, we have the homemade pallet forks from Raoul. These weigh 150 kgs and hook up via 3-point. So you can hook them up. Actually, you could use this to move around your sleep trigger if you wanted to. Very cool there. You do have all your color options. Not a whole lot to it. It's a very simple mod, but I love it. I love 3-point attachments anyway, so this is perfect. So for the next 3 mods, I'm actually kind of having a hard time figuring out why they exist. These are the Bale Wrap add-on, Bale Twine add-on, and the Bale Net add-on. So go through. They've got all this stuff which you can't add any wrap to, and you have to use the one that's here. So it has to be this, but you could change up a few of the colors, but you don't have full color customization of them. And they work by putting them on the pieces of equipment. This is the same for the Bale Twine and the Bale Net as well. Essentially removing the ability to add it here, but still offering the consumable. As far as the Bale Wrap, I'll read through this because all 3 are basically the same. It says the pack includes a new pallet with rolls of Bale Wrap. This guy right here for refilling your balers or bale wrappers. Added pallets with rolls of bale wrap with different color designs, which we've shown that. Added all default bale wrappers of the game, edited for working with the bale wrap and color. They've also added new store packs for bale wrap, and you can find all the mods to work with there. And the balers are created with the same color that the bale wrap loader on the bales or bale wrapper. So does that just mean it does exactly what the stuff in the base game does, but they remove the ability to buy it when you buy it? This has been a mod for a few games now in Farming Simulator, and it's been great. However, the features that they were using were added to the base game, so I'm having a hard time figuring out the use case for them as a mod, but it may be exactly what you're looking for. Hey, it's here if you want it. You know, the Bale Wrap add-on, the Bale Twine add-on, and the Bale Net add-on. If you've loved using these in the past and you want to use them, you know what? Rock and roll. Go for it. Moving along now, and everything else that we have today are placeable. I'm going to start with a production type and kind of work my way down to decorations. First, we have the small heating plant from Red Phoenix, Big Modern Farming Simulator. This is exactly what you would think it is. Scope through here, so you put wood chips in, and you get power out. Red Phoenix says, as the consumption is rather slow with a small input capacity, the heating plant is perfect size for small farms. Uses about 3/4 of its tank per day, so you won't even use a whole one per day. Pretty nice. It is 48 grand of capacity of 5,000 liters input on your wood chips. Next one's a very specific placeable. This is a Grape Silo. If we jump into the placeable menu, it can be found in Placeables and in Silos right here. $60,000, and it is going to hold 200,000 liters of grapes. You put them in here, and you get them out over here. Nice and simple, and it looks great. Sorry, it looks great. There we go. Next up, we have the bulk material bunker. Now, heads up, this is not going to be found where you normally would find. It is found in sheds, so heads up through there. So it is not a silo. It is literally what it says, a bulk material bunker. And one of the cool things is you can actually overlap these. So if I overlap 2 of them, now it looks like there's just one. You can also flip them around towards their side like this. And if I get it lined up perfectly, just like that, the lines go straight on. There's no tweaking through. It doesn't look like anything's missing a clip. And look at that. Just by changing the direction a little bit, I'm trying to jump. I hate jumping in Farm Sim. It's a little off right here, but you can never tell. Check that out. I think that's just so cool. So you could put anything in here. You could back up some equipment into there or anything like that. Things like this were pretty popular in maps in Farm Sim 17 mod maps. Hey, now it's part of the game. You can put it wherever you want. Next is the water tower old, or as we would say here, old water tower. This can be found in placeables containers right where it should be, $250, and the water is faux free. Next is a sell point. We don't get many of these. Very cool here. This is the Village Shop, a small village shop for selling everyday goods. Going to cost you $45,000. Can be found in productions and in your sell points right there. And let's see what all we could sell here. Well, I guess we would have to run around. So I'm just going to click this, and hopefully down here at the bottom it'll start to cycle. Okay, maybe not. Looks like productions. Hey, there we go, cycling through. So you can see all of the different things, even though I haven't learned what all of these are yet. Ooh, one of those is brand new. I don't even know what was that, yogurt? What do we have there? Nonetheless, there you go. So you're going to be able to sell a lot of your regular goods. So maybe not whole crops, but you will be able to sell productions. Now let's get into some sheds. The first one is the Polish Barn for $80,000. This can be found in sheds and sheds like you would expect. And if we make our way around, we've got 2 doors on the very front. So we'll kind of open both of those up, walk around, and see exactly what we've got. We've also got 2 doors around towards the back. So we have full drive-through capabilities here. Makes things nice. Also looks very good. They've done a great job on it. I am a sucker for these styles of buildings. The very old timber frame barn built in the early 1800s. Goodness gracious. This bad boy can be found in sheds and sheds. $45,420. Very nice. Let's turn on our HUD and see exactly what we got going on here. All right. So let's open this door first then. Come around towards the inside. Now we can open it. All right, so you will have to go inside. No biggie, no biggie, no biggie. Very cool through there. We got a nice big stone in the middle of it, and I think that's about it, actually. Not a whole lot to it. I don't know if we can get into the top section, or if the top section is even enterable. I can clip up into it, but yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything up there. Let's see. I can close the gate again. Yo, does it set the pin up there? It did set the pin up there. Look at that. Ah, that's so cool. Next up, we have the Wooden Open Barn. This is from Patty, and it'll cost you $10,000. Very unique style building here. This is pretty cool. Of course, sheds and sheds, and we do even have a color setup here. So you can even change up the style if you want to. I know that red is pretty popular, so we'll take a look at that one, and I need my HUD turned on for this. Let's go through. Use the power tools to use that, by the way. Checking out the outside, checking out the inside. Let's come over here. We've got a button. It says lights on. Click, click. Well, they are chunky lights. I love that. That's so cool. Man, what a neat building. I love this. That is super cool, man. Yeah, all right. Rock and roll. Next, we have a pack. We have a shed pack, if you will, from Mr. Grucha. These can all be found in sheds and sheds, and we basically have with or without a floor, and then a rusty version with or without a floor. However, the design itself is going to be identical. We'll swing around, take a look at it. There you go. Let's say you've got a shed, but you don't have a workshop in it. Then you need this mod, the Workshop Table. This is from NicoDo55, good friend of the channel. What up, dude? We've got some awesome placeable items through here. I don't know if we can pick any of them up. That would be a big no, but that's probably a good thing. This can be found in placeables and in tools, and for me, it was down here right at the bottom. Pretty cheap as well, $1,000. I dig it. This is exactly what you need. Oh, yo, what if? All right. Just go with me here. Please go with me here. What if we had this building here, which I love, we can all admit, because I just said it, and then we go in here, and we take one of these, we enable the place it anywhere I want, and then we kind of put it over in the corner, or maybe we'll have to put it over here on the side, or maybe we put it out front, like right here. Yeah. So now we got a little workshop right outside the front of the shed. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Using different mods and different ways to do your thing. Yeah. You could also use the workshop in this and put it towards the side. This is the Medium Garage from Tom Sky. Super cool name. Open them up. We've got a very, very old. We got concrete. Looks like somebody's been using it for target practice around through here. Looks very, very good. No lights, but you would expect that. And we swing around towards the back. and that's what the back looks like. No customization options on this, but this would be a really cool place to put that workshop for sure. And I don't remember if I said, but it's in sheds and sheds. Next up is the Woodtrestle. There are 2 wood trestles you can use here. We call them sawhorses around where I come from. They are $50 each. They are going to be found in the next to last category here, and then in others, and they're going to be found down here at the bottom. Sometimes you find these as decoration, however, not today. They are here. Nothing wrong with that. And if you're curious, no, you cannot pick them up and move them. Next is the heavy-duty rack equipment. This is for storing all kinds of stuff. You can overlap them and put multiple together if you want to. You have to do that, though. The game won't do that for you, but this is a very good place to put stuff like that. It's found in silos, which at first I was like, this is not a silo. Why is this in silos? This is in the wrong place, baby. But it is a place to store stuff. So I guess I can't argue that. There you go. There's 2 of them put together, and they've done a great job. Can't even tell where the seams are. It's not tweaking out or anything. Perfect. Next one is going to be the forest barrier for $750. You can come over here and open it up. Now, this is not going to be found in gates and all that good stuff. This one can be found over here in your placeable items and others, right above the road kit for me. Everything's in alphabetical order, so that should help you out a little bit. There you go. Nonetheless, I mean, it is for putting on pathways and things like that. Very cool. We actually saw some of these, or something similar to this, on the Blue Ridge Parkway, where I used to live in the mountains of North Carolina. We would have these on the roads. A little bit different, a little bit bigger, but kind of the same. Next is the water pump pack from Grubby, and there's quite a few different things in this pack. So if we jump into our placeables and containers, we see we've got a water hydrant. We also have a secondary style of hydrant. We have a very old hydrant, and we have a pump hydrant, which is very cool. Very, very nice. They do say that upkeep is $3 per day on each of these, and the water is free. All right, next we have a massive setup of 57 objects. I'm not going to be going through every single one of them because they are all itty bitty little pieces. So these are the additional decoration package. These can be found in decorations and in the last section over here. So you can see where that is. And then we've got a bunch in here. So you've got different things like a garbage can. You got a bunch of different garbage heaps. I mean, there's piles of garbage. You've also have a little setup here for, I guess, additional garbage. A lot of garbage, actually. There you go. You can put a chair on the front lawn. We've also got a concrete mixer, which is nice. Car lift, what I think is pretty cool. That may come in handy when you've got like a role play thing of a garage or something. Doesn't work, but you can put it there in the place of something that works. And then all kinds of other little stuff as well. It looks like we have a bunch of just things from around the maps that have been turned into a placeable setup. However, that's not the only one that we've got today, because we also have the package of small items. This basically takes over where the other one stopped, and we do have other different things in here. As you can see, we do have some barrels, which is kind of cool, an outhouse, bikes, stuff like that. These are from 2 different modders, so they are completely different packs as well, with the things in them. Totally different. And our last mod today, we made it all the way through. This is a diesel barrel from Placeables. So we've got a couple different things in here. As you can see, 200 liters of diesel. All of these are diesel. All of them are 200 liters. But it is how they look that is going to be the big thing there. So you can check them out. Find the one that you want. You want a red one, a yellow one, a chrome, or one that looks like it's been sitting around a while that you should probably not use the diesel in. Any of these will be good. They also say it's easy to transport them in any pickup truck or cargo platform, which is very nice, but I do have one question. Can you pick them up? They are 200 liters, so I would assume not, but my assumptions were incorrect. Super strength was off, disabled. There you go. They work. You can pick them up. Yay! I'm bad at throwing. And there you go. Very cool day today. I know there's a lot of placeables, a lot of buildings, a lot of things like that, but I hope that Windrow pack and some of the other ones are going to be useful to you guys. If any of them are, if you just like this video in general, make sure you drop a like on it. Get subscribed if you're new around here. Do these videos all the time. And join the DjGoHam fam. Double check notifications as well. That way, when I release videos, you're the first one to know about it. Hope you have an awesome day. Enjoy playing with the mods, and I'll catch you in the next one.